Well, hey everybody, welcome to another episode. So today is kind of an update day. We're going to be talking about some updates of things coming that you guys all been asking for, especially the frame issues that I've been having. So we're going to talk about those updates. In addition to that, my RV life has been put on hold for a little bit, or RV life interrupted or something like that. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But has anything come up in your life where you had to put things on hold, especially when it comes to family or medical issues or things of that nature? If this has happened to you, then you might find some valuable information out of this video. But we'll get into that right after this intro. Take a look, I'll be right back. Okay, as I mentioned, RV life for me has been put on hold. There's a couple things going on, and I'm going to do my best to try to explain it to you without getting too deep into the weeds or anything like that. But I'm very, very blessed and fortunate that my parents are still with me. Both my mom and dad, they're in their mid-80s, knocking on the door of the upper 80s. At any rate, they're both very, very healthy. However, it has come to time in their life that they need to make a couple adjustments, some changes in their life to be a little more comfortable. As we all progress in life, we know things change. We either physically can't do something or something needs to change to make life a little more comfortable for us. And that's the situation we're in with my parents. They're both very healthy. They both mentally are right there, so there's no issue with all of that. So I'm really, really grateful for all of that. However, we do need to make a few changes lifestyle-wise for them so they can continue to live a very, very comfortable life. Because, hey, they deserved it. They had to put up with me. I mean, that probably took a lot. At any rate, I had planned to be in Tennessee by now, but I've had to put my entire RV schedule, or this entire season, on hold in order to take care of the things I need to take care of for my parents. So those of you that have been reaching out saying, hey Jeff, you're supposed to be here or you're supposed to be there. Yes, I know. I was supposed to be there. Things have changed. Now, a few of you I've talked to personally, so you know exactly what's going on, and I won't bore you guys with all the details of that. If I see you and you want to know more, I'll fill you in all the details. But just to say that I'm staying in the Florida area for a little bit, making arrangements to get things done for my parents. I don't know if all of you have your parents with you, but as we get older, we only have a few years left, and you want to do what's best not only for them, to make them happy and make them comfortable, but you want to cherish the time that you do have left with them. And that's kind of what I'm doing right here. Now, I fully expect my parents are going to be around another 10 years or so, but I just want them to be, as I mentioned, a little more comfortable and a little more secure in their living situation. So, with that, I will tell you, I have been looking at land all over the place, both in the area they live now and a few areas north, and I'm going to be purchasing some land. I'll fill you in on the details what that's all going to entail once I've finally found the land or the piece of dirt that we're going to buy, and fill you into what the plans are for that. It's kind of exciting. So it kind of kills three birds with one stone, if you will. It kind of helps me put my parents in a situation where things are a little more comfortable. It also helps me for when the day is I decide to park the RV and call it quits. It also helps for investment opportunities and reshifting investment dollars for the retirement age and the retirement years. So all those changes took place in the last couple of months, and again, it's exciting, but it's taken a lot of time, and I apologize to all of you out there that expected to see me at a couple of these other events. that I'm not there. But let me give you some updates of what is still happening. I am going to continue to do a few trips. For example, I will be at the Hershey Show as planned. And for those of you that signed up to do the bucket list stuff of seeing the fall colors in Maine, we are still doing that. However, I had to cancel the plans for Mackinac Island, and I had to cancel the plans for Wisconsin. Will not be doing that. We'll continue to do a couple of the other trips that we have planned for the season. For example, I will be doing Washington, D.C., and the bucket list stuff that a few of you signed up for that, we'll continue to do. Oh, and one other one, Niagara Falls. We are going to be doing that one as well. So in the next couple weeks, I'll be updating the website on all the dates and the times of all of these bucket list gatherings and get-togethers, and you guys can go there and get the latest information. And if you haven't already signed up to join us on that, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and click the little QR code right up here that takes you right to the sign-up page to tell me what's on your bucket list, and if it is one of the Niagara Falls or fall colors in Maine, and you want to join the group, we'll send you an invitation. You can join us. Now, here's the big one. Everybody's asking, what's going on with your frame? What's going on with your RV? Yes, we are having frame issues. Grand Design and LCI, I think, have gotten to the point where they all agree there's something wrong. We don't know if it's cracked. We don't know if it's bent or how it's compromised, but there's obviously something going on. So we made an appointment. We're actually going to be dragging the rig up to Indiana, and it's going to go to the Grand Design factory where they can bring in LCI and the engineers to look at everything. They're going to take, I believe they're going to take the whole front cap off, whole front skin off, and the lower skin off, and just start exploring and figuring out what's going on. Again, as we already know, there's something wrong. We just don't know what yet. They're going to have it there for a couple of weeks, and this is scheduled to happen in the latter part of May. So it's going to be May, June time frame. Not sure what I'm going to be doing there. I'm not sure if they're going to let me stay in the rig while they're working on all of that, because this is my home, or if I'll have to go to get an Airbnb or something like that, or who knows. Maybe I'll hook up with one of you guys and tag along with you for a week or two on your journey. We're flexible. Who knows what's going to happen. But that's kind of the updates on the bucket list items. That's the updates on my frame issue, and kind of the reason why my RV life has kind of been put on hold or detoured or whatever. In my book, family comes first, and when my mom and dad were in a situation, my mom and dad were in a situation where I see that they needed a little help, and I put everything on hold and changed all my plans because family comes first. You got to do what you got to do to take care of them. So that's who I am. That's what I'm doing, and that's why everything has been changed or put on hold, at least for the early part of the season. I'm hoping I'll get all this resolved soon, and I'll get a piece of land acquired, and we'll start that process right away. And again, when I do, I'll fill you all in what the plan is, and even show you some pictures of what the plans are. But until then, that's what has been detaining me, and why I'm not on the road and at a couple of those special events. Now, a few of you, some of the channels out there that I've become close friends with, I won't mention them all here, but I'm still planning on meeting up with you guys in the various locations, with the exception of with the exception of Michigan and Wisconsin. I won't be able to make those, but I know we are planning to meet later in the year, so still planning on doing all that stuff with you guys. So for all the rest of you, I want to share my appreciation with you of liking and subscribing, and just supporting me while I'm having to put everything on hold. I'll continue to do RV videos and other videos every Sunday, as I have been doing, but sadly they're not going to be all about traveling around with the RV, or they're not going to be the bucket list stuff like I planned on doing starting 2 weeks ago actually, but we had to put all that on hold. So there is some film that I have in the can of a couple bucket list items we did do, and that's coming soon, so we'll get on that as well. One of them was really cool. I will tell you, it was a Mecum auto auction. Fantastic. It was so much candy for the eyes. is incredible. And we met some famous people too. You'll see a couple of those things too. So that's coming as well. So I want to thank you all for tuning in and bearing with me while I put my RV life on hold. I'll continue to try to bring you great content about repairs and things about RV life, but also what I'm doing that is kind of outside the RV life but tied to it, and you guys will know more about that once I fill you in, but it is kind of RV related. So thanks for tuning in. Leave comments below. I'm happy to get those comments, and don't forget to hit that little like, subscribe, ring that little bell to inform me when I'm putting out another video. Again, thanks. I really appreciate all of you guys, and have a great bucket list day. Goodbye.